It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon' It's J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Hey, live TV technical and difficulties. It could be because of the topics that we may talk about today. It could have been a conspiracy. Didn't want me to open up the show right, but it's all good. I'm here. We gonna talk about a few things that may be on everybody's mind. And believe it or not, I actually got a little bit of info up here. Some people be having little conspiracy theories and stuff that they be thinking about. Sometimes they tell me, and believe it or not, a lot of people be off on a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not going to say I got it all figured out, but let me just say I am in a wheelchair. I am very light, and I do got a bald head. So I ain't gonna say nothing but other than Professor X. But I may have a few powers and know a few things. So some people be having maybe this little conspiracy or thing going on, and maybe be having this one going on, and maybe they could be both true. But they not be together, but they be putting them together and twisting them up and making spaghetti like the Flash. Anyway, maybe I can straighten out some things. Maybe I can get straightened out. But let me know how this go. If you're watching live or you watching on the replay, maybe we may make this conspiracy theory Wednesdays. What you think about that? Let me know what you think about that. And also, I want you to comment if you have anything on your mind with some hot topics of the week, or if it's something that you wanted to know about, whether it's conspiracy theories about, the music industry, movie industry, politics, Dwight Howard, what's going on with him right now. It's a lot of things that's happening. So I am going to get into a couple of things today. And, it's a lot of things that, is out there. Like some people think, I don't know if y'all heard this conspiracy theory, that Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's illegitimate son. How many of y'all have heard of that conspiracy theory? And you let me know whether in the comments now or later. I know I normally don't do this show and it's kind of late right now. So a lot of people may not be here in the beginning live. So I'm going to take it a little slow, let some people pile in. But for everybody that is here right now, I do appreciate y'all for watching, of course, and showing up and always, holding the brother down from the moment he said go. Now, hold on. I'm pulling this up. And if you have heard of this while I'm getting this article pulled up, what do you think about this? First off, I thought it was silly when I first heard it. And, I thought it was funny. I laughed, but then I thought about it. Anything is possible. I mean, Michael Jordan do got a ding ding that he has been known to sling. You know what I'm saying? So, man, no telling what could have happened. Anything is possible, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna pull this up. Shout out to my girl Rashonda. What's up, sis? Up in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Now, for those that may have heard of this, and for those that may have not, let me show you one of these little articles, and I'm sure you could, well, I'll put it up a little bigger so people can see. But I'm sure you can do more research if you like, and there's more articles, and I'm sure they probably have some that try to probably prove the point that it is his son. But this is one article that I did get that I feel like it explains what's happened a lot better. And shout out to the Sporting News, which is, been around for a minute. 1886. I don't know what sports they was, playing in 1886. Beat the Negro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what sport they was playing over there. Hopscotch. You know what I'm saying? The local hopscotch scores. Just playing baseball, first 4-team era, 4-team, 5 guys together. Hey man, why don't we keep track of what we doing? Let's call it a league. Yeah. First rule, no blacks. Yeah. Anyway, you see, they got Jimmy Buckets, and a lot of people out there on the internet are claiming that he is Michael Jordan's illegitimate son. Now, first of all, let's break it on down. They did this article and it explained it. They said when Jimmy Butler took over against the Bucks and, beat them and took them to the finals against LeBron. And it was a lot of comparisons about playoff Jimmy to Mike MJ. And it's understandable. But then rumors started to come about the relationship, and the conspiracy theory about Butler being Jordan's son is once again gaining traction online. It says that people on TikTok and other YouTube videos promoted the theory and even racked up more than 1 million views, with them saying that he's the pappy. Now, from what is told, that maybe he had Jordan a relationship with Jimmy Butler's mother while on the road. It says right here, to be clear, the rumor is absolutely false. Butler and Jordan aren't related, and there is no evidence to suggest they are. But that probably won't stop the theory from continuing to spread across the internet like wildfire. But if Butler keeps balling out in the playoffs, who knows? Anyway, that's a joke. Now, they said that Jimmy Butler is actually Jimmy Butler the third, and was born in Houston in 1989 to Jimmy Butler II and Londa Butler. His father abandoned the family when he was an infant, and he was raised by his mother in the suburb of Tomball, Texas, until he was 13 years old. Unfortunately, this is where the story takes another sad turn. One day, his mother kicked him out of the house. Jimmy said, his mother said, "I don't like the look of you," Butler recalls her saying. "You gotta go." And that's unfortunate sometimes, that some ladies, when their child starts to resemble the father and they didn't have a bad relationship with the father, sometimes they may have a bad relationship with that child. But unfortunately, she put him out of the house at 13 by saying she don't like the look of him. I'm sure it was deeper than just saying that, but who knows? Anyway, it says, left to his own devices, he stayed with various friends as long as he could. Eventually, he found a more stable home with his friend, Jordan Leslie. He became a basketball star at Tomball High School before moving to Tyler Junior College and then Marquette. Despite the turmoil in his early years, Butler maintains a relationship with both of his parents. "I still talk to my family," he told the Chicago Magazine in 2015. "My mom, my father, we love each other. That's never going to change." So if he could still talk to him and he in contact, where did this Jimmy Butler, Michael Jordan rumor come from? It says that the theory arose back in 2016 based on a rumor that Jordan has an unidentified son. That year, a short post on the website TherezOwens.com referenced a tipster who claimed Butler might be Jordan's illegitimate son. Here is the original post, which features numerous typos and grammatical errors. It says, "Jordan would not clam unwanted child in 1988 in fear of destroying marriage, exclamation. Child took on mother's name of Butler. It was reported he paid mother off so he would not tarnish his public image and legacy and role model figure. After 13 years, mother kicked child out of household because payments stopped. Huh. Now, Sporting News continues the article in saying this is nonsense for a few reasons, but primarily because Butler wasn't even born until September of 1989. And so and then it says rumors have swirled for years that Jordan has an illegitimate child, but there has never been any evidence to back up these claims. In 91, a woman named Carla Knopfel claimed that he was the father of her child, but a DNA test proved that wasn't the case. Jordan has been married twice, has 5 children, 3 with the first wife and 2 with the second. Like many other internet rumors, the Butler Jordan conspiracy stems from a debunked claim that has gained traction simply because TikTok and YouTube users found it and decided to promote it. So you all let me know. What do you think? Do you think that Jimmy Butler is the son of Michael Jordan, or is that just a bunch of BS but sound good, just like the article says? I actually believe this article and think that he ain't the baby, but I could be wrong. What are some of your thoughts, and what is a conspiracy theory or top story you want me to talk about, or you want to talk about? Please put it in the chat and let me know. Let me give a shout out to my girl Kay Leezy. Happy Humpty Hump Day. What's good, girl? My Trini sister. How you doing, my Trini sister? Jay Lynn, what's up, Jay Lynn? How you feeling? What's good with you? What's good with everybody tonight? No, it's a little, I ain't been back on here in a minute. Let me give y'all a little something, wake you up. You know, maybe everybody be ready for hump day. Hump day, hump, hump. I love the hump day, hump. Woo! A little hump day, hump. A little hump day, hump. All right. Say they got to put everybody in the dress so they're going to be on TV, right? Conspiracy theory. Anyway, what's up, Lima? How you doing, sis? Good to see you. My computer running a little slow, man. I'm pushing buttons and ain't nothing happening. And then it happens a little late. But how you doing there, my lovely sister? Good to see you. All right, let's see. Look like y'all a little shy right now. What you want to talk about next? Just trying to give it a little bit of time, but I'm gonna do one thing right here that's kind of funny conspiracy theory, and that is Madonna. What's up with Madonna, and why are people really messing with 50 Cent for talking about Madonna? But, and I do mean but, did she get a BBL surgery and did it go wrong? Or is she just a 60-something-year-old woman wearing tight clothes? And when you squeeze all that little, 60-something-year-old booty in them pants, it might squeeze out different ways. I don't know. What do you all think? Let me know. Did she get a fake booty? Huh? And if she did, it definitely don't look right in that picture, or was it a bad picture? Let's see. So 50 Cent said, who the fork did this? He making fun of Madonna's physique by comparing her to a bug. Now this is from, I don't forgot what artist, don't say, I guess Newsbreak. Okay, magazine. All right, so it says that just last week, pretty much Friday, he uploaded a photo mocking Madonna's body and it was split down the middle with a picture on the like a virgin singer on one side and a cartoon ant on the other. And he said, "Who the fork did this? Who the fork did this, man? She rich. How the hell she didn't get it fixed, man? I'm 50 Cent. I would get what I need, man. If I could afford it, why she can't afford it, man?" He said, "She rich. How the hell she didn't get it fixed?" He said about her exaggerated behind, adding, "I want the forking doctor's name right now. I mean it, damn it, man. I mean it, damn it, man." Exclamation point, LOL. It says the Indie Club rapper who's 48 also included a video of Madonna, who's 65, at the O2 Arena in London when the camera zoomed in on that rump roast. Let's see a picture of that booty. That boot tight. They trying to what? Say 50 Cent can't be the one to talk. Let's see to zoom in on that backside. She need a baggy out of me. Let's see. And of course, they set us up to go look at some Super Bowl pictures. That ain't even got nothing to do with the what you call it. Ugh. Move this over. Where we was at. Anyway, as I look for this picture, what do you think? Let's see. It says zoomed in on the backside. Let's see who the fork did this. And that ain't doing it either. Oh, they slick. I done fell for the little bait a couple times. Let's see if I click Madonna. It's a conspiracy to get me to look at more stuff. Compare it to a bug. They said that she was having life-threatening hospitalization. It's a miracle that I'm here. Now, I know that she did cancel some concerts a few months ago. Now, some people may speculate that she did that because she wasn't selling tickets, and then some think she got a new booty. So what do you all think? Or is she just getting old? Let's see. She forgot 5 days of her life during near fatal hospitalization. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Let's see. Cut short. Total lack of respect on the concert. Says that she stuck her tongue in Al Pacino's ear when they first met. You know, telling what else she stuck the tongue in next. Ooh, you want to stick a tongue wherever you want. I don't care. Do it. And we say, do what you gotta do, huh? Ooh, stick a tongue where you like. I'm 80 years old. I just had a kid. Ooh, I stick a ding ding in a tongue wherever it needs to go. Okay. Well, I'd have to go on Instagram, I guess. Anybody watching live, send me the picture of that booty on Instagram. Ooh, the booty is not real. Let me see. I didn't get to some of these comments. Glad to see a few of y'all coming through. Let me know if this is something that we should do every Wednesday night. You know, talk about the top stories, conspiracy theories. Like I said earlier, for some that may not have been here, I can, you know, clear up a few things. Some people be thinking one thing and may be right, and they may be thinking this thing over here, and that may be right. But they be trying to put them together sometime, like spaghetti is all twisted up, and I gotta come separated. And if you got some stuff you be thinking you may want to talk about, don't be shy, don't be scared, don't be scared. I'll clear it up. We can break it on down. What up, Neek? Neek, how you doing, sis? You say you happy to come. I'm glad you came through as well. Shout out to the G in the building. Savannah Rivers Rose Amore with super chat coming on through this late at night. I gotta have to do a little for coming on through with the, you know, dedication. That's dedication right there. Conspiracy theory say you got to put something on if you're trying to get on TV. Here's my clips. That was my audition tape for Power. Nick, you say, have you seen the series Ghost on Paramount Plus? I haven't seen that. Is that a? I've seen Ghost Hunter shows. Is that what you're talking about? We can talk about those Ghost Hunter shows, whether people believe that that's real. Is that a conspiracy? Is that a lie? Is it just a hoax? What is that? What about UFO sightings? Let's see. Savannah, you say, I thought it was Mick Pack. I'm behind on the comments. Say it's so good. No, it's called Ghost. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to check out. You say you ready to be the moderator? You ready for your wrench? All right. Well, I have to hook it on up. We make it happen. I have to do it on another thing. I'm on a different I'm on StreamYard. I ain't able to do that on here. But I'm gonna look out for you, but I have to talk about some things first, but we'll see what's up. But anyway, let's see what's next on the menu. All right, so this right here is very crazy, deranged. Now, I don't know where this is coming from as far as if it is true, and I'm not saying, God dog it, spilled my water. They trying to set me up, wanted me to stop. Didn't stop. No, but anyway, I don't know where this is coming from as far as Kanye West, because me knowing him as far as the same circles of friends traveling around and doing similar things in the same city and the same time. I mean, I don't know him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not claiming I know him. But where I'm going with this is the guys our age, we the same age, same area, doing the same stuff, same place. Some of the stuff that he's coming up with and doing and saying, I don't know where this is coming from. It's not like we was in Chicago exposed to racist things on this level. And what I'm going with is that Kanye, it's another report out that Kanye West, this is according to Business Insider, drew a swastika at a Yeezy meeting with Adidas and told a Jewish manager to kiss a photo of Hitler. Now, if this is true, where in the world is this coming from? Why is he doing this? Where is this? I have no idea what this is about. Why would he do this? Hitler was not let's say a fan of black folks. So what? You support somebody to what? Get rid of one group to only then what? Have them get rid of you next? I mean, so I wouldn't support that person. And I don't understand if we've heard in the news a lot lately of him with this similar type of behavior with the big H. And so I don't understand, what is this? So this story reads, let's see. It says more details of Kanye West's conduct during his partnership with Adidas were revealed by the New York Times. The rapper drew a swastika on a shoe design and told a Jewish employee to kiss a photo of Hitler, per the Times. Adidas eventually cut ties with Ye in October of 2022 after he made offensive and anti-Semitic comments. At one of Kanye West's first meetings with Adidas, he drew a swastika on a design sketch and told a Jewish member of the staff to kiss a photo of Hitler, according to an investigation by the New York Times. For more than a decade, the rapper, now known as Ye, had one of the most lucrative celebrity fashion partnerships ever with Adidas, generating sales of more than 1 billion a year. But the German sportswear brand eventually cut ties with Ye in October 22 after a series of public anti-Semitic tirades and offensive posts that caused him to be blocked from his social media accounts. The New York Times looked more closely into Ye's behavior that Adidas tolerated during the partnership by speaking to current and former employees of Adidas and Ye and examining hundreds of previously undisclosed documents. The report concluded that Yeezy partnership had been fraught from the start. At their first meeting, the report said that Ye was unhappy with the shoe designs and fabric samples presented. He drew a swastika on one of them to express his displeasure, according to two unnamed participants who spoke to the Times. Adidas is based in Germany, where most depictions of Nazi symbols are illegal and considered highly offensive. That is true. I did know this. He probably didn't do this at the first meeting in Germany, I'm sure, because he would have went to jail, which is something I should get to a little bit differently about how Germany handled their atrocities versus how America handled their atrocities. You know, Nazis and the Holocaust, and America with slavery. Anyway, one is very good. One, really. It says in another detail of it, and I hope you like my news reporter voice. I'm trying to make it sound interesting. In another detail of his troubling anti-Semitic behavior, Ye told one Jewish manager at the company to kiss a picture of Hitler every day. Hey, man, look, man, if this person did it once, you got a problem. That both of them. I wouldn't have did it, and he got a problem for saying it. But if he actually did this every day, come on, man. And for him to even say, for one, I ain't kissing a picture. I'm not even kissing the mirror every day. I ain't kissing a picture of nobody. I mean, I don't kiss pictures, period, or mirrors. So this dude is lost his mind. Anyway, back to the story. The investigation concluded that the profits generated from sales of Yeezy merchandise led Adidas executives to tolerate Ye's erratic and offensive behavior. Although Ye has been less outspoken this year, he faced fresh allegations of anti-Semitism from former colleagues over the summer. Most recently, Ye's lawyers filed to secure the trademark rights for the use of the term "use" across a range of sectors. What? What? let me look at some of these comments. I've been reading and reading. Let me look at some of these comments. I'm gonna come from the newest and work my way back. So all of y'all that did comment earlier, I do appreciate it, and I'm gonna try to get to you. But let me get to some of these comments. This brother said, "Use this dude." What? I don't know where he coming with this. I don't know why he involved in this. I don't understand why he would care for this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he feels some way because he was in the fashion industry, music industry, doing things, and maybe he's trying to, I don't know, but I think this is something that is not, is not in our thing. I don't understand what this is. Big Bird, Big Boyd in the building. What up, Big Boyd? Says, salute J-Mo and chat peeps. Please compare actions after American slavery after actions of the Holocaust. All right, definitely. I'm going to do that after this Kanye West, and I'll break it on down. And I love history, so some people may not know some things, but we'll talk about it. What up, my girl B? How you doing, sis? Hope you feeling all good. Obsessive alcoholics. I'm not only a client, I'm also a member. What up? What up? J Mo comes off like he a mass shooter. Damn. Because I can talk like this, and that is why I am the mass shooter. You know what? I'm working on a new bit about actually a killer. Hold on, let me get myself a little full screen for a second. So one thing I do like is to watch interviews and things and documentaries. And there is an interview I was watching on Vlad TV with this dude that didn't kill so many people. And he's talking about, hey, look here, man, hey, it ain't like it was I was shooting everybody. Some people I blew up, So, hey, look, it is what it is. Some people you had to shoot, some people you were shooting at, some people you had to blow up. I mean, so, I don't really know how many it is. Sometimes it may be kids, whatever. We was at war. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, man, well, was there any women and kids in there? Oh, yeah, sometimes it was women and kids. It's all good. We blew them up. Just like, hey, no thing. Hey, hey, don't make me out to be the bad guy. It ain't like I shot everybody. I blew people up too. Okay, it ain't like I'm a mass murderer or something. You make it sound like I'm some type of killer going around shooting people. I killed over 300, but a lot of them I blew up. Okay, so it ain't that bad. It's all good. A little blow here and there ain't nothing. Dude. Yeah, blow them up. Not blow them up. Anyway, let's see. What up, Rita? Yeah, this Kanye stuff sound crazy, don't it? Let's see. Obsessive alcoholic. Black man with receding hair. Do shave. Yeah, I think you're obsessing on this alcohol a little bit, man. Savannah, you say Kanye off the meds. I know, right? I don't understand what's going on with this brother. Carl Levi, what's up? What's up, man? How you feeling? Lord Dragon, what's good, man? You say it's all sorts of possibilities. Is it even really Kanye? Now you really going into some tinfoil hat, deep water conspiracy. Meaning what? What you trying to say? That he was cloned? Before we get into all of that, I will say this one thing. Okay. Here's the thing with the clones that a lot of people don't probably understand. And I'm not saying it's you or anybody else, but this is why I don't believe that Kanye is a clone. Because here's the problem. Can they do gene and DNA splicing? Can they use CRISPR for DNA editing? if you don't know what CRISPR is, you let me know in the comments to break some of this down, because I may be saying some stuff assuming that everybody watching knows what I'm talking about. But if you need me to break something down, let me know. But it is something called CRISPR that they can use for gene editing. They can clone sheep that they've admitted to. They can, I believe, well, actually, a Chinese scientist, just said that he cloned a human last year, and everybody got upset. And the Chinese, they said it was illegal. They was going to put him in there, this, that, and the other. But for the most part, they didn't do nothing to him. So here's what I'm saying. Yes, they can clone a human being, I believe, right now. I mean, with all the things they have, you can get the embryo, the sperm. They already can make a test tube baby. You know what I'm saying? They can already do artificial insemination, and whether they can make an artificial womb that has almost been created or it was just recently created. I do remember an article about it. I can't remember the details offhand. So either it was recently done or it's coming close. And the significance of artificial womb is that you remember the Matrix, how they had human beings in artificial wombs, pretty much. That's really getting deep. But here's the thing. With the clone, even if they do clone somebody like a Kanye West, they don't have the technology, as far as we all know, and a lot of things that I've seen and read, because a lot of people look at a lot of stuff on YouTube or movies or read stuff, but these are the type of things that interest me and I look at. I don't really look at I look at some TV and stuff too, but I look at a lot of this stuff too. And so if he was cloned, he would only be a baby or one or two. And here's the other thing. So they don't have the technology to grow someone that fast, although they do have some technology that they said could accelerate growth, allegedly. Allegedly, it's been said this, I should say. But could they put a person's memories into this person? Could they make that person think and remember and act? Some people be like, well, they do act a little different. No, it's a lot to have a person's memory and things and remember stuff. So I don't think that when people say that this person was cloned or Gucci Mane was cloned and all of that, those are not clones, and they definitely wouldn't do it probably for Gucci Mane. But can they get someone's DNA and make another copy of you? I do believe that's very possible, but that would just be another copy of you that would grow up and it would look like your identical twin. And based on where that person grew up, lived, or taught, would be whatever that was. And it would be nothing like you. They wouldn't have your memories. And even if they tried to do something, there's no way to transfer some memories right now. So we'll see. Shout out to my girl B. You say just showing some love. I appreciate you, Dad. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate you too. And I'm definitely have to do something for you. So, little something, little sexy time for you. And appreciate the love and support. Definitely. Here go another one since I played that for everybody else. Let's see. It's not playing for some reason. But anyway, definitely a lot of love and support. I appreciate you. There we go. Little something. Batman. Old school. All right. So let's see. Hotspot, you were saying, I feel like if they clone people, they clone government officials, people, actual power, not celebrities. And that is the key. Whether it was the double R families, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't know who the double R families are, let me know. Or, the big 7 families, members of them getting clone technology, life extension technology. That's the thing. The Gucci Mane, yeah, right. Now they may test some stuff on somebody, but in the end, the memories and things is the thing too. Jay Well, I ain't seen you in a minute, Jay Wellathon. How you been, man? Say the ground beef in the store is very cloned though. LOL. Now that's totally different. You are totally different with that. And you know what though? That's why I'm here, to make sure that when people say stuff like that, I can get it straight. And the answer to that is you right. Sadly. So it has been a law passed that the US government can sell cloned meat without labeling it. I'm about to Google it to make sure it's true. I don't want to be putting out no misinformation, but I do remember seeing that. Let's see. All right. I mean, I'm trying to do this live for everybody to see it. All right. Let's see. All right. So it says, I'm going to say, can cloned, and I already know about the chickens if y'all want to do it, cloned meat. Let's say beef be sold. Cloned beef be sold in USA. Let's see. Hopefully I'm wrong, because I have to tell you a little bit about why this is loading. I don't know why it's moving slow tonight. Don't want me to know the answers. Let me close some of these tabs. I know a lot of y'all like, damn, Jay, you got a lot of tabs open. Yeah, I do. Close some of these. All right. All right. So the thing with why I say I hope that the cloned stuff is not real is that we do not know the long-term effects on eating that meat. They're saying that is okay, as well as they now growing meat in the lab from, and like cultured food. And also it's going to be Soylent Green. If you don't know what that is, boy, why is this not loading? Okay, Leezy said no. They have to label it, Jay. And K Leezy, you know, I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that you're right. And I'm telling you right now, it's a conspiracy, because it ain't even loading on my damn computer. They don't want me to Google and find out. But I need this thing to stop. In the name of right here. God. All right, I'm over here breaking down my little studio. Let's see, is this on? All right. Let me move this over here. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. All right. Got diggity dog. All right. You say even at the restaurants, they have to indicate if it's GMO. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to get this thing working again. I don't know what the heck is going on. Let's see. Can GMO be so without label? If this don't load, It still don't want to load. Let me see something. It's that bullschlacker. This that bull slit. That bull slit. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. I'm about to see what's wrong with that, man. They over here on that bull slit, man. With that kind William, man. I'm on that kind William bull slit, man. That's why I want 3, man. Hi, man. That's why I want 3, man. Hi, with that bull slit. And that bull slit. Alright. Let's see. Y'all gonna feed us that stuff or not, man? GMO has been required in the U.S. for a year. So for 1 year, it says that the GMO product, it says genetically modified foods, which is what they call cloned food. For those that don't know, it's genetically modified. The genes have been modified. And the O stands for organism. Isn't that right? Genetically modified organism. It's been genetically modified foods have been on supermarket shelves since the 90s, but they've only required a label for the last year. So, Kayleezy, you are right, but only because it just happened just in the last year, which is very sad that we have had this on the shelves for the 90s, and most people have had no clue, you know, that they have been eating cloned food. You know, and there's another one. It says, does GMO meat have to be labeled? The law requires labeling only on bioengineered foods intended for human consumption that contain more than 5% GMO ingredients. Instances where GMOs do not have to be labeled includes foods derived from animals such as eggs, meat, and milk. So if you're eating eggs, wait, it says instances where they do not have to be labeled include food derived from animals such as eggs, meat, and milk. What? So what? Fish? They only labeling fish then. Because if you got eggs, meat, and milk, oh my goodness. They just got to label fish and water. Oh no. The labeling has only began in the 1st of January 22. And foods and packages include a small seal or text that says bioengineered or derived from bioengineering. Enforcement is done through compliance. Complaints. So the enforcement is from complaints. So if we don't complain, they won't enforce. Well, ain't that about a bowl of cherries? Reason I gotta look down like this is because the damn camera is blocking my tabs up here. You know what? This is scary. You know what else that I could tell y'all, but y'all really wouldn't believe me. And I see right here, Jay Well talking about it's spooky. I'll tell you something real spooky, but y'all wouldn't want to believe it. And then if I start to break it down, y'all gonna really get scared and sad. So y'all let me know. Put a 1S for spooky, because this is what the day after Halloween Eve. If you want to really know something scary about your food, put a 1S. If you want me to talk about the difference between what happened with slavery, after slavery, and what happened with after the Holocaust, put a 2S. Shout out to everybody watching. Appreciate it. Everybody on the podcast been supporting everything. Definitely appreciate it. Jay Wells, you say, I went to the grocery store out of the country and it blew my mind reading the labels. They have way less ingredients in their products. This is very, very true. And they try to make it seem like it's not that easy to do here, but in other places, they're able to do it. Now, trying to feed a large population in other places, they may not have as many people as us. I don't know exactly where you went, but Europe won't even allow United States beef over there. So, what's that tell you? You know, that it just, you know, and we eating it. They like, man, we don't want to have all the problems Americans have, let alone look like you, fat muff. You fat mother, looking like yo fat mother. You see our cars is slim and compact. Y'all drive SUVs for your big A. You gotta haul your big fat all over the place. We don't look like that. Don't give us that food. We don't want that food. You could bring McDonald's, but don't bring them patties. You're gonna have to get our patties. Neek, you say those vegan knew that food was messed up. Yeah, Neek, but here's the problem. They got them too, boo. They got them too because the GMOs is in the veggies. Yeah. The genetically modified organisms is in all the vegetables and fruit and everything. They got us all. What you gonna do? It's in everything. You think you a vegan? You eating? That's all you eating now. At least if you eat meat, you may have caught a wild chicken that you ate and shit. Caught them in the backyard. I got you some fresh chicken. You know what I'm saying? There ain't none of that. But you gonna pluck a fresh carrot out the backyard? I mean, the seeds. The seeds is the key. Unless you get somewhere with a legacy seeds. I see my boo Kate Leasy talking about that's why I go to the butcher. But unless that butcher, and I doubt it, but then again, I don't know. The reason I say I doubt it because you in New York, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a difference between you and me. Because, and I can even show y'all this, which I've been thinking about doing. Anyway, in bigger cities, it's harder to have access to your food or it's more expensive because in cities, you can't really grow anything or do anything. And here's the thing, you can go to a butcher and you may have gotten it fresh in the terms of fresh, not frozen, or fresh, the animal died recently, but, not months ago. But was that animal a clone? See, that's the thing. He could still be getting that fresh meat from a butcher or supply source that could be on one of those factory farms. Now, I say the difference between you and me is I'm in Indianapolis, but not too far outside. It's a lot of places in here. It's still country. It was a damn cornfield damn near 5 minutes away from me. Now it's about to be a trailer park anyway, which ain't much better. But that cornfield, he had cows there that he was raising, and he had a little farm. And then if you go about 40 minutes outside of here, it's a farm that's got fresh black Angus cattle free roam. And as you drive past on the road, you can see them, big black grazing, and they all are natural and fresh and individuals. They get humped. He still mounts that and get that bull, mount that bull dang-a-lang up in there and spit out a new one. So with that, you're getting fresh stuff, and they actually have it for sale where you can buy. I was thinking, damn, I could spend like $300-400, fill up my freezers with all of that fresh beef, steaks, burgers, all of that, whatever. And that'll be for the whole year. So, but they didn't have that in Chicago. It's no farm with Black Angus free roaming, you know. So that's the thing. But all right, the 1S from Neek. Let's see, hotspot MFs eating stuff that the FDA approved as edible, but not food, like yoga mat materials. I Subway, Hotspot Network. For those that don't know, Hotspot Network talking about it's an ingredient that was found to be in the bread at Subway sandwiches that is also used in yoga mats. Why is that in the food? How is that an ingredient? It's no way to explain this. What it keeps both of them fresh? I don't know. All right, 2S both. 2S. Look like everybody don't want to hear about that food because they might want to be snacking on something. So we talk about the next one. Neek, you say, where's your podcast? My podcast is on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, all of them good places. I'll actually show you. Let's see. And anybody that would like to check it out, I'll show you where you can find it. Let's see. I'll use this video as an example. Let me mute it though. All right, let's see. All right, so if you go into the description box of the video, let's see. Skip that. You go, let's see. Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that because I see why people have a problem. They redid this with this. So this is the description box in here. And you go right here where it says more. And first thing, my podcast. So whether you listen to it on Apple Music, Spotify, Google, or that's my Amazon store with some things, you can go right here, click on that link. And let's see, is it taking us there? There you go. And you can see all of the podcasts that I've been doing. And I appreciate if you all subscribe to the podcast. A few people have already subscribed, and I do have a nice amount of people that listen on the podcast and things. So I do appreciate it. And, go ahead and hit that. Don't cost you nothing. And, means a lot to me. So I appreciate it. Everybody doesn't have to send money or can't send money or may like to. So a thumb up, a comment, all of that stuff, a like, it all helps with the algorithm. I guess we all have a part to play. You know what I'm saying? It's other channels that do other things that I can't do. So there it is. Let me stop that because now I just now saw it wasn't even showing my podcast when I pushed the button. So here it is. But I appreciate all the love and support and everything. So that's my podcast on Apple. Mo Uncut Raw, J Moore Reviews. Hey, I keep everything the same, y'all. So if you ever looking for me and you wondering on some platform, it's gonna be J Moore Reviews, and you'll be able to find me. So I appreciate all the support. Definitely means a lot. All right. And of course, you can listen to that in your car and everywhere where you listen to podcasts. All right. Let's see. Lord Dragon. They also have a machine that disintegrates a human body, and they can put it in your food and drinking water. You can drink a human now, not by a choice, of course. Shake my head. Okay. Now that one right there, that's mind blowing. And I never heard that one. It sounds like something from one thing that's true, something from another that's true, blended together to make some type of weird pasta explosion. Now, I will say this. They do have something, and I don't want to get too deep in it because this is what I was going to go into when I said put a S1. But they do have something where they use, let's just say, parts of a human to enhance food. And yes, it is not by your choice. But no, it is not disintegrating a human body and just putting it in your food and or in drinking water. It's not in drinking. Well, actually, it is, but it's in bottled water like this. Actually, dun, dun, dun. No wonder I can't stop drinking it. They got me. How was that for a death scene? All right. Now, man, y'all leaving some good comments. Lord Dragon, I just got a weird message sent to me for saying that. It's a CON conspiracy, my man. Let's see. Let me catch up with some of y'all comments, man. Y'all got some good comments, man. Nick Roland, you like that death scene? All right. Now, let's get to what's going on. Damn, my shoulder hurt. What I was gonna say is the difference between slavery and how it was handled versus Germany and how it was handled at Nazism. They did not try to go into Jim Crow. They didn't go into segregation. They didn't try to hide or build statues, hide the truth, rather, I should say, or erect statues to Nazi generals or commanders like the South did, the losing side, the side that was on the wrong side of history, so to speak. I'm not going to say it's my side or their side because I wasn't alive and don't have anything to do with it. But according to history, on the wrong side of history, but yet they were able to build and erect statues, which is a reason for that too. But nevertheless, they made it illegal to even draw swastikas or to wear that uniform. They educated their youth in school. They even made where the concentration camps and things are like museums to remember, to make sure that people are never led astray to do such a horrible thing and again. And they punish people routinely for even thinking of some behavior and doing some of those things now, which I really, commend them with that. Everybody in life makes mistakes. Now, I'm not going to say what they did is a mistake or whoopsie. Concentration camps. Hey, my bad. My bad, bro. I did not know. My mistake. Whoopsie. I'm not gonna say it's that. But when people do things wrong, make mistakes, whatever it is, if they are able to see the error of their ways and acknowledge and correct, and yeah, I'm sure it's people that still have that behavior there in Germany to this day. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure that they have to be very secretive and are underground with it because they know that it wouldn't be tolerated by the government and by the masses, and that they will go to jail for whatever it is they was doing out in the open. So with that, I give them as a society a lot of credit for trying to right their wrongs of the past, a major, major, major wrong, which in this life, in my few years, I've noticed a lot of people have a hard time with doing that. Whether it's, anything in life, people don't know how to say, I'm sorry, or, my bad, let alone when they do something major like that. Now, in America, how it was handled is we went into Jim Crow. We got Juneteenth. They didn't even let some people know. It didn't even want them to know. Did a lot of things instead of during Reconstruction, how it could have been handled a lot better, and it seemed it was going to be. It ended up not being that way, and things just got out of hand and tried to make people secondhand citizens, still tried to prevent Black folks every step of the way for things when they tried to do things. When they were free, they just said, you out of here free, never got the 40 acres and a mule. And we all know living here the rest of the story, all the way up until civil rights movement to get rid of the Jim Crow law and segregation. And we know about redlining and things with the government, Tuskegee experience. The list goes on and on and on to this very day where people think critical race theory and other things going on, and how the education system and public schools, which where majority of Black folks live in cities in America, it's not like the majority of Black folks live on farms in America. So with the majority of Black people in America living in cities and majority of Black people in America not having a lot of money, that means they go through the public school education system, which we mostly know is not the best thing for people. And the teachers don't normally do the best job overall. Now, I don't want to categorize people and say this or that. And it's not like public school is only for Black people. It's for people who can't or don't pay tuition to go to other schools. So I won't generalize it like that. I'll just say that at first it was horrible. We had to actually go to school. Go to court with Thurgood Marshall, separate but equal. It's just so many hurdles and things. It's just like every step of the way, this country has handled it as if it didn't happen. And, we had to get affirmative action, do all kind of things. And none of these things seem to work. It seemed to be a problem every step of the way for any type of equality, progress, or whatever to this very day. Now, I cannot speak on the life of the Jews in Germany right now today, but I know that at least like in America, they didn't make it illegal for white people to say the N word. Now, they didn't make a word illegal in Germany, and I don't think they should make that illegal here either. It's freedom of speech. And if you get cracked upside your head, no, I'm just joking. But it was no symbol like a swastika being drawn here. So that's the difference. It was more about words. I guess they just now, which is really sad, made what, the anti-lynching bill. That should have been on the books. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? How many years ago? 100, 200, 300? So anyway, Savannah, you said, didn't the Jews get reparations? Reparations. They got a country. They got to go to Jerusalem, Israel, which is what really kind of is what this whole conflict that's going on today is about. Kind of started. Well, you can't say it started then, because you could say it goes back to the Bible where God promised that land to the group of people, the Jews. And over time, just like everywhere else in the world and in life, it's wars and battles, and so they had been conquered, whether it's by the Romans or the Ottomans or the Turks or whatever. And it came to a point where these people no longer lived in Israel. I think it was in 1080 BC when the temple was burned. All of them left. They all fled and left the city. So no longer was it any more Jews in Israel. And after that, other people lived there up until when, I believe, right after World War II, after that Holocaust, a lot of European people didn't have, the Jews had nowhere to go after their home was burned or businesses taken or wealth, everything gone. And they didn't want to probably go right back to living where they was in the same neighborhood next to people that rounded them up. And what ended up happening in short order is they decided, and what I mean by they is the Allies, United States, Great Britain, to take all of those people and put them into Israel, which then, you know what I'm saying, it's already people living there. Those are who we call today the Palestinians. They all made them leave. And those people are upset to this very day because they don't feel they were properly compensated or treated. And these people now live in the place they once lived. Now, those people weren't properly treated and had things going on as well. And ever since, it's been groups trying to kill them and wipe them off the face of the earth since they've been there. So they've had a hard time as well. And that's why it's so complicated. And then the people that were living there and got pushed out that are now the Palestinians are in a place where they can't really get a lot of access to things. They were never made a state. They still aren't a state officially. And, which I guess the world should have did a long time ago. I mean, I guess that would have been good for them. Much better than not being a state. You get other benefits and things, a country. But they're not recognized as a country. And so it's a landlocked area. It's hard to grow things and do things. They're stuck by Egypt. And there's just a lot going on in those people. Everybody's frustrated over there. And even in Israel, it's not a lot of ways to grow food and things there. All that time is not a lot of land, a lot of good growing land there, other than like olives and dates and things. But they are starting to grow things, finding a way to drain the swamp, make land and things to grow, fertile land and things. But for the most part, the United States and NATO keep Israel afloat, and it's a very high technology country, and they make a lot of tech. I remember when I worked in the credit card industry, one of the credit cards machines we used was Israeli technology. It was pretty cool. One of the first ones with a printer, a laser printer. The printers that print out without a whole lot of. You remember printers used to be making noise and they'd be like, now they all print out and the little thin receipts. Well, this was 20 years ago. Anyway, it's always a lot going on, but they got a country, but with that, it's a lot of problems that went with that as well. And as far as reparations, I do believe they got some money back eventually from like Switzerland and places where a lot of their money and wealth was stored and stolen and placed. But as far as did they get checks, I don't know exactly. I believe maybe some may have got some money initially from the United States or something. But as far as reparations, like everybody gets a car, like Oprah style. I don't know, but they did get a country. And to this day, hey, what can I say? I don't know what the solution could have been. Don't get me wrong, after World War II, and you have all those people that have been displaced, where do they go now? Where do they live? Where do you put them? I mean, I guess they could have took them all to America. Nah, they don't know about that. Then that would have been a problem. You know, Americans would have been having a bunch of stuff up in arms. It's like people are weird in life. It's like you want to help somebody, and it's like what they say, NIMBYism. Not in my backyard. That's what NIMBY means. Not in my backyard. You want to help the homeless, and you want them to have a shelter, but not across the street from me. Not in my backyard. Why you got to put it right here? You know, we want to help them and they need a place. Yeah, but not in my backyard. Why you got to bring them over here? And so that's the problem with human beings, is that all human beings kind of, I guess, naturally had that feeling. Probably go back to our days as hunter-gatherers or something and trying to protect what we have. I don't know, but it's not a good thing, you know. Okay, lazy. The Crown Act was just passed this summer to allow us to legally wear our natural hair in school and work without discrimination. Yeah, I did see that, and that is good because especially women, but it does happen with men that wear braids or dreads, that it seems that a lot of people that are not African American, let's say that, did not like that hairstyle with especially black women touching their hair, or let alone telling them that they need to cut it or have a different style to work somewhere, which was offensive because they would never say that to anybody else that looked or resembled them. And it's as if, you know, it was a matter of taste, which had nothing to do with someone's job and could be very offensive. So that is good, and that should have gone with the discrimination and, you know, civil rights to a certain extent, touching on somebody's head or telling them how they need to have their hair or this or that. You can already tell somebody how they had to dress or whatever, you know. So, I mean, what I mean by that is if you had a job and they tell you you gotta dress business or, you know, uniform or whatever, you already could tell them that. They actually can tell you at a job how to. Yeah, it just remind me when I worked at UPS, they did tell me how you can't have on your face no facial hair, and your mustache can't go past the edge of your lips. So, and that's as a supervisor. So that was only in management, and management was not a part of a union, whereas everybody else that wasn't in management was in the union. But yeah, they wanted a clean cut business look. So you could not have a beard, and you could not have a goatee, and you couldn't have a long mustache hanging off. It couldn't go past your lip, the edge of your lip. That was at UPS. So yeah, they be on it. Yeah. Okay, lazy, you say that's right. Not across the street from me. I know, right? That's how it be though. Like, you want these people to get their help. Yeah, I want them to have a nice place and this and that. But wait a minute, hold on. What the hell? Across the street from me, hold up. I ain't say that now. Got them hanging out here smoking and doing homeless stuff, and, you know, sitting in the window with the dingleberries hanging out, hoping that what? I'm going to be walking by like, ooh, you know what? I wasn't thinking about y'all, but when I saw that dingaling hanging out and them little saggy balls, let me tell you, my heart skipped a beat. You know what I'm saying, girl? I had to meet him straight up. Them balls, you can open them up. It's like a little hang glider. You know what I'm saying? You jump off the little first floor window. We gonna have fun together, do all kind of activities with a little crazy ass. You know, he live across the street. Yeah, he homeless slash in the homeless home. Yeah, he in the homeless home. Hey, that mean he got plenty of time for me, girl. Hey, the homeless home. He in the homeless home. Renee Thompson. I live in New York and the schools in the hood are trash. But my sister live in Long Island and the public schools are like private schools. Yep. And see, here's another thing. I don't know if a lot of people know, but the reason why that's the way it is because they based public schools off of neighborhood taxes. And so instead of taking all the money and putting it in one pool and spreading it out, nope. They take that, what'd you say, Long Island money, where it's better homes and higher taxes, and put it into those public schools. And then those kids get a good education. They got swimming pools and all kind of activities and stuff. And everybody in the hood living in apartment buildings and rent that don't pay property taxes and you know, the majority of people that's sending their kids to school, that one building's property taxes is not going to be enough to be providing all that stuff, projects and all these buildings. Not that everybody in the city in the projects, but overall, those neighborhoods is more people with less taxpayers. And what happens is those schools become underfunded, whereas you have higher tax brackets with fewer students, which then creates these excellent mega schools where kids get to go for free. And then that's why some people, when they looking to buy a home, they ask, well, what's the schools like in this area? Because the taxes you pay is going to fund your school. Now, this was done as a clever way to defund and de-educate and uninspire Black and brown youth, because the majority of Black and brown youth live in cities, and it's not going to be enough taxpayers in those cities to have properly funded schools, which then means you can basically make a prison, what they say, a school to prison pipeline, because you already can do statistics, which have already been done, that if a person has this, that, and the other, or a lack of this, that, and the other, as far as education goes and opportunities go, that the likelihood of them turning to drugs and crime goes up by exponentially. This much, this much, this much. So, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's late. I ain't pulling out the facts right here, but if y'all want me to Google stuff, I can. But that's how they break it down. And that's a sneaky way to be racist. And that's why when people say the whole system is messed up, because that is messed up. That is meant because the majority of Black and brown people wouldn't be able to live in a nice place like that, let alone buy the places, of course. So that means that they're going to be underfunded, where these people have an abundance opportunity. So what they should do is take all that money and put it into one pool and spread it out to every school evenly. That would be part of what separate but equal meant. Yeah, we may be here separate in this school, but we still get equal funding. That's what Thurgood Marshall, the first Black Supreme Court justice, went to, court for, to make sure of, because Brown versus Board of Education was, basically proving that these schools are trash, to sum it up. And how they got around it is with the money. Okay, yeah, you ain't barred from coming here to this Long Island school. Can you buy a house here? Because you can only come here if you live in this zip code. It's just to make sure that it's just people, safe. So everybody gets to be in their own neighborhood. Yeah, that's all. That's all. We're not keeping you out. We're not racist. You just got to go to the public school in your neighborhood zip code. That's all. That's all. And if you can afford to get into this zip code, come on in. It's actually a movie that's pretty interesting about these people. I think it's called, oh my goodness, Life on the Outskirts. I don't know. It's about them living on the outskirts of Beverly Hills, but they're basically damn near homeless. But they live in motels and different stuff every time they can, as long as they can, as close as they can. So that way they can be on the zip code and get mail or whatever. And that way their daughter, their kids can go to the Beverly Hills public school education system. It's really tripped out, just so that their kids can get a better education. But they was poor and didn't have much, so they struggled living in motels and stuff just so that they can be in that zip code, so that they can do the best they can for their kids. Ain't that something? So, and they were white. Yeah, that movie, they was white. It's actually a new movie. It was on cable not too long ago. Ooh, I'm glad I got another water right here. I done ran out a little agua, little naughty water. I had to get a little bit of naughty water. I had to get another little naughty water. I had to take a little joint. Hold on one minute, Mike. That water go down smooth, Mike. Real smooth. Mm. Had to liquidate them lips, baby. Gotta keep them lips ready for you. Ah. Never know when you might have to get a little slurp. Let's see. Get to a couple more comments. I appreciate y'all still rocking. I'm going a little longer than the hour. Since y'all still here, I'm gonna tell y'all what we was talking about with the S1 earlier. So he said that they can disintegrate a person, disintegrate a person, and put them in your food. Okay, that ain't true. But let me pull this up while I'm talking. What is true is that when a woman has had an abortion, yes, when a woman has had an abortion, what do they do with those, you know, body parts? People don't think about this. What you think? They just throw it in the garbage? No. All of those body parts have value, unfortunately. And different companies buy the brain, the spinal cord, different things. It's just really, really weird and sick. And another thing that is done is it's a product that is made called HEK 293. Let's see. So I just typed it in, HEK 293. So, and it's called Sonomics. And I'll show you what that means. So, well, I can't zoom this in that much, so I'll just have to read it for you. But HEK 293 is a derivative of the human cell line that expresses a mutant version, okay, of these things. Let me show you what it is. It says that it is used in the production of viral vectors, used in the production of adenoviral, and adeno-associated viral vectors. That's not what it is. It's not. Let me tell you what it is. HEK 293 is human embryonic kidney cells, and it's derived from the kidney cells of aborted fetus. Yes, the kidney cells of an aborted fetus. They try not to have, let's see, I'm gonna put it in. What is what it is. So here it is. And I'll tell you why this is important. So human embryonic, so that's a embryonic, embryos. Okay, human embryos, human embryonic kidneys is a cell line commonly used in the biopharmac basic medical research therapeutic solutions generated in 1973. They are derived from human embryonic kidney cells and are popular in part because of their reliable growth in culture and for their propensity for transfection. Now, let's see. It's in food. And what it does, they put it in food. So it's this food, and they don't have to put this on labels. So they don't have to label this, okay? Because it's not actually an ingredient. You only have to label ingredients for food. This is actually a flavor enhancer. It's not an ingredient, it's a flavor enhancer, and it's called Sonomics. So let's look up Sonomics. And Sonomics has HEK293 in it. And Sonomics is put into damn near every food on your shelf and in your kitchen. Hold on, let's see. Let's take a look, see. So, let's say Sonomics. So, why? Sonomics. There it goes. Sonomics. Sonomyx. And it says Sonomics was an American biotechnology company that developed food additives. The company claimed to have reverse engineered human taste and aroma receptors. So basically, they reverse engineered. They realized in the human brain the taste and aroma receptors, and they would put these additives in the food. So you could be eating something that ain't really that tasty or smell that good, but because it's in there, it's attacking those receptors and it's making your brain fire off. Ooh, this is good. This smells so good. This really tastes good. Did it really taste that good? Are you in the Matrix? I know I'm eating a steak, but I'm not really eating it. I know this tastes good, but is it really that damn good? Well, they put this human embryonic kidney cells on there, which helps them to do that. It says right here, what is fetal tissue used in? Fetal tissue is used to study neurodegenerative disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, ALS, different types of cancer, including leukemia, neurological disorders, including epilepsy and Down syndrome. Well, I guess if they're going to be able to use an aborted fetus in their tissue for something, I guess helping somebody with cancer and all these diseases isn't a bad way. But see, that's how a lot of this stuff go. It's always we doing this for the good thing, and next thing you know, a bad thing happened. You know, they build the exoskeleton for people to walk again until they put machine guns on it and a bunch of heavy stuff for the soldiers to carry. So, you know, you never know. But anyway, there you go. Sonomics S617. Flavor with modifying properties. used as part of a flavor system to restore the desired taste profile of products in which sweeteners have been reduced. Savory Unami Taste Program. Savory flavors. So, hey, man. Sonomics, I guess, has been bought recently. It says who bought Sonomics. Fermench successfully completed its offer to acquire Sonomics. And that's a company in Switzerland. Okay. So, and then if you say, let's see, Sonomics and Coca-Cola, it's in so many things. Let's see, Sonomics. Let's see, what products? Let's see, use. What products use Sonomics? So they try to say it ain't no human fetal cells in there, but they got HEK 293, which is not actually, they try to say is so, man, they trying to say it's not. And that's why when I say what products use Sonomics, all of this come up. Nestle was a big company that had it. Nestle markets first Sonomic savory food products. See, this is in 2006. So they got to change now a little bit, but I'll put you on the path. I'll let you do some of your research and look it up. But hey, they try to buy companies, change the names, change this, change that, throw you off the path, get you frustrated. You're too busy at work. You trying to have a little fun, relaxation. It's just a little snack. Hell, I'm gonna die from something. Might as well be a little Klondike bar or something. And next thing you know, you got all the stuff in you and you don't care. But don't get me wrong, I do stuff too. But at least I know and understand. Don't get me wrong, I ain't give up. But damn. Anyway, let's see. Before we get up out of here, my girl Kay Leezy, didn't the NFL say dreads are a part of the uniform and don't classify them as hair? So if you grow locks, they can tug or pull them. Yes, ma'am. How you know that? Yes, they will tug and pull them. That's why some guys end up cutting their locks because of that reason. But yes, they can. It's a couple of them that didn't cut them, and even when people tried to pull them, they kept going, which they got a lot of tough guy points for that. Let's see. Lord Dragon, that's the same type of ingredients they put in ketchup. Man, it's in so many stuff. It's in so much stuff. So it looked like the company been bought. They probably changed the name of a lot of stuff. Who knows? But you know, in the end, it's a lot of stuff. And if you want to be a vegan or a carnivore, I could say if you can be able to be a carnivore, so on the level of hunt your own food, grow your own food, then that would be the best thing. And what I mean by grow is if you're able to get some real legacy seeds from a local farm or something that's always had those same crops and seeds for generations or something, you know. Which should take a little bit of work looking it up, but a person can find it if they want to. And if you're able to get local meat, whether you hunt it yourself or whatever. I mean, if you're in a city, it's hard and it's more expensive because you got to pay to get it to you. But, you know, if you were able to get that, it would be great. I need to, if anybody is watching this and they are interested in where I was talking about those Black Angus, just leave it in the description, or not the description, in the messages, and I'll message you back if you want to look them people up. And if you end up buying something, let me know how it turned out, because I am really, really, really considering buying that, like within the next month or so, maybe 2 months. Who knows? Maybe they have a Black Friday sale. Anyway, let's see. Lord Dragon, you say that's why you find people want to put ketchup in everything they eat. That's right, because it's the flavor answer. You keep wanting more, you keep liking it. Same thing with diet pops and drinks and stuff. You keep drinking and drinking and drinking, but your mind is telling you you thirsty. I just want a little drink. Yeah, you drank 3 or 4 of these damn things already today. How thirsty could you be? Why don't you tell your mind you're not that thirsty? You have already drinking 2 or 3 of these. Even if you think you're thirsty, you're really not as thirsty as you're thinking, because you drink that. Drink water or something else, because these things make your mind feel like you need more of it. You know, it makes you want more of it. So, you know, you never know if it's really you that want it or have you been hijacked. Hot spot. Did you hear about the unfortunate hockey death that just happened? No, I did not. What? Somebody died with the blades of steel. Let me look that up. Let's see. Oh, this. I'm tired of bending over. That's what he said. That's what she said too. I'm tired of bending over. All right, let's see. Unfortunate hockey death. Let's see. Then I'm about to get up out of here. I wonder what happened. He got hit in the head. Let's see. Ex-NFL player dies in freak accident on ice. I want to play it, but it's on YouTube. It's the tragic hockey death sparks concern. That's 5 hours. A former Iowa hockey player dies during the game. See the news right here.
Player Adam Johnson has died following a freak accident on the ice. Johnson is a former Sioux City Musketeer hockey player. The accident happened during an English Hockey League game on Saturday. Johnson suffered a major neck injury after colliding with another player in the second period in the game. According to the Washington Post, he was cut by a skate blade.
Damn.
Johnson was 29 years old.
Damn. He got cut by a skate blade. You know what? That's crazy, but I have thought about that before. If anybody's ever seen some hockey skates up close, them things ain't no joke, man. Big, them blades are big, and I seen it up close and personal, held it in my hand, and these were not sharp. Okay, and they be sharpening their blades in hockey. My point is, I did not think that well, my point is I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often, rather I should say. Anyway, let's get ready to get up out of here, y'all. This was fun. One last conspiracy I'm looking at, I forgot to get into. What's up with that fight between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury? That was a big conspiracy because we all know Ngannou really won that fight. He put him on his ass. Tyson Fury ain't really do nothing to him at all. Tyson Fury had a black eye. He looked like a fool, and they gave him the victory, which is insane. But the conspiracy is that they're not going to let some first-time MMA guy beat the heavyweight champion of the world. Plus, the promoter that was with ESPN was Top Rank, Bob Arum, who had the fight coming with Usyk and Tyson Fury, which is big money. And if Tyson Fury would have got that loss, that would have messed up everything for the future fight. And they can't let that happen. This fight was big, but it wasn't going to be as big as the fight coming up. Now, after this fight with Usyk, I think we need to have a rematch. Straight up. We need a rematch. I don't even mind seeing Ngannou start going into heavyweight boxing full time. He'll be the heavyweight champ, the fastest heavyweight champ in boxing history, because he gonna get that rematch. Shoot, if that's his second or third fight, he might take a warm up in the middle. He shouldn't, in my opinion, because that gives Tyson Fury a little bit more to look at. So if he goes and beats Tyson Fury in his second pro fight, that's boxing and Guinness World Record history. Ain't nobody won a championship in 2 fights. Damn. That what? You just came and won the heavyweight championship in your second fight? You got a record of 1-1 and you the heavyweight champ? I think that would be an amazing story, though. I think they should do that, and I think he got cheated, and that's my conspiracy on that. No matter what happened, they wouldn't letting Fury lose unless he got knocked out and was asleep. I mean, they couldn't have woke him up. Other than that, hey, well, we're about to wrap this up, and this was fun to me. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And if y'all really want to start doing like conspiracy talk Wednesdays, and I'm thinking about doing it on Sundays also, so I might do it twice a week, whether we talking about conspiracy theories or the hot topics of the week. And then, the more we interact and things, I might start doing a live call-ins again where y'all could come on in on the show. We could talk about stuff, debate it. Think that's a lot of fun. So definitely leave them comments, likes, all that stuff. Subscribe if you ain't already, but I know everybody up here, you know what I'm saying? So we good. But hey, I appreciate it all, man. I've been really kind of working a lot, trying to do this comedy thing. And, it does put a toll on me, sitting up a lot, moving around a lot of things. I know a lot of people say when you're going through whatever in this situation, you can still do this and that, which is somewhat true, but you have to pace yourself because you break down a lot easier. And so I'm dealing with a couple things that, it's not that easy. And, anyway, I appreciate all the help and support. Trying to hang in there. Hope everybody else is. Shout out to everybody in the comments. My girl B came through with the love. Savannah Rivers Amore, definitely showing love. Appreciate all the support from my girl Kay Leezy, Lord Dragon, everybody else, Renee Thompson, Jay Wellathon, COINTEL Pro. Gonna bring that dope into the city. Anyway, about to get up out of here, wrap it up. Y'all have a good rest. Man, talking about too much knowledge on here, man. They try to take me off the air, y'all. Tried to cut my internet. I appreciate everybody that's still here. Y'all is dope. Dope, man. I appreciate all the support. And you know, definitely been some deep water tonight. Definitely appreciate all y'all, man. We can get into it. We're gonna have to start talking about some stuff. We can talk about who got JFK back into the left. Boom, boom. If you get hit like this, boom, boom. Who goes like this, but you got hit from the back from how the initial story is, you would go like this, boom, boom. You might even go like this, forward and to the left, but you don't get hit with something like that from the back and go into it. And it'd be like, anyway, it's all good, man. We're gonna break it down up in here. Think of what you want to talk about this Sunday night. And I will be back. I'll be back. You can rent it at your local video store. Wild Wild West, mother. Wild Wild West. You know I got that from, right? That's from Deep Cover. Wild Wild West. Anyway, we up out of here, y'all, man. Y'all have a good, happy rest of the week. Be safe. Deuces. And I'm out of here.